know, it's hard to believe the year's over. 9 events. This is the 9th one.
This is it. This is the end of the 2021 Bassmaster Elite Series season.
My main goal, you know, I said coming into this year was just to get back to the Bassmaster Classic, because this is my first year back on the Elite Series in a couple years.
I don't care what anybody says. Greg Hackney is back for one reason. Greg is back to win the Classic.
Regardless of how this event turns out, I will be at Lake Hartwell next year in the 2022 Bassmaster Classic.
And he wants that trophy. There is no doubt in my mind. That's why he came back.
So we're on the St. Lawrence River in beautiful Waddington, New York. My season has been kind of a roller coaster ride. It started off really good. I did not win the first event, but I finished second. And for that to be my first event back at the Elite season, I really couldn't ask for any more. Somebody lost their license plate. Fell off their boat trailer. They'll know it when Officer Friendly says, "Huh, where's your license plate?" Well, I had it. This is the worst weather. Slick is good, but I mean, like, that's the reason I came out here to fish deep this morning, because typically when it's like this, they bite on the bottom deep, you know, it's better. Sunny days, they'll be up roaming. You don't get up on higher places. It's weird, isn't it? You would think it would be the opposite. In the South, it is the opposite. Yeah, if we were at my house, you get a day like today, this is the day you want, especially in the summertime, you know. But I think it's probably because they spend so much time under the ice. It's definitely not a place I want to be in the wintertime. Like, I don't know how people live up here. And I hate to say this, but when my tournament career is over with, I won't be coming back up here. It's not for me. Hard to see them in that current because they sit right down on the bottom, you know? When the boat creeps over them like that, they come up. They're curious. And they'll show themselves. Number-wise, the closer you get to the lake, it seems like the more fish there are. But with that being said, I mean, I just need 20. I mean, I'm just trying to catch 20 bass. See how the current sucked us around this side? I'm gonna go over and get on the other side of that deal and let it suck us down the main river side. So that might be a big one out here. He's coming up. But he was deep. He's like 28. Expected that to be a giant, and it was a rat. But I caught some rats deep. I mean, I caught some in 30 yesterday that were that size. The deal is, if I could have a good day of practice today, I'd probably fish for largemouth tomorrow, just because I like to. You know what I mean? I'm like, I thought the black line was Canada, but I'm pretty sure it is. We've been here before when largemouth played, but it was on a year when the smallmouth fishing wasn't good. And that was still one on smallmouth. I mean, when the smallmouth fishing here is normal, I mean, you can't hardly finish better than like 30th catching largemouth. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many more 4 and 5 pound smallmouth than there are. It's hard to catch a largemouth over 4 pounds. That's a big in there. I don't think it's a bass. I think we found us something else. Yes, sir. We have found something else. The alligator of the north. But I will say something about fishing up here. It's fun.
You know what's strange is I think this is my 18th year with the Bassmaster television show. We're driving a studio right now. This is my first time in studio in a year because of the pandemic. If you remember, if you watched Kings of Bass, the beginning of the year, we've been doing all of the broadcasts. I've been doing every one of them from my house, from the studio in the house. But I talked to Tommy Sanders and Mike McInnes when we were at the Classic and said, you know, I'd really like to come to the last one on the St. Lawrence River because it's the crowning of whoever is going to win Angler of the Year. The last tournament's always very bittersweet. It's always bittersweet where you know, there's guys that are going to win Angler of the Year, there's guys that are going to make the Classic, and then there's guys that will never be back. That's what a professional sport is and should be. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, which is only about 15 miles from where we're at. I don't go back there anymore except for Bears games, go Raiders. But it's funny, like every time I drive on, you know, the Indiana Turnpike and I get to the south side of Chicago, I see the exact neighborhood that I grew up in. 1991, I graduated high school, and the night I graduated, I moved to Michigan. Hadn't been back since. But I will tell you, and now granted, you got to get permission to do this, but I assaulted every golf course and sewage pond on the south side of Chicago. And as weird as this sounds, it was like the best frog fishing ever. Not big ones, but like really dumb bass. I have been kicked off a lot of golf courses, a lot. So what I'll do from here all the way to Little Rock is I'll start making my calls, getting a feel of what's going on, what techniques are playing.
What up, Steve?
You're a nervous wreck, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't know why. I told me I could throw up right now.
Serious?
Yeah. I just have like nightmares of catastrophic failure. Like
Hey,
just ghost town every spot I pull up to. It's
Seth,
like,
I have that about life. Catastrophic failures. Right? Remember the dark woods that were scary to Matt?
yeah.
These aren't the scary woods. These are the happy woods. And at the end of the happy woods is a Rookie of the Year trophy. You see it?
I see it.
You just got to go grab that damn thing. See you, Matt.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
How can you not love that kid? To me, this year, what was special is you know, a close friend, Hackney, requalifying and coming back and getting to cover him again. One of my best friends on earth, Greg Hackney, he already has secured exactly what he wanted to do, a Bassmaster Classic berth. I don't care what anybody says. The Bassmaster Classic it's the gig, it's the deal. Did we just knock down Michigan to Little Rock in 10 hours and 40 minutes? Because I think we did. Throughout the whole season, really, for the last 10 years. For entertainment purposes, I actually call Hackney, but Hackney's sitting in 6th place. And I look at the points, like he's in the Classic. So it's kind of like he has like a free fishing week, you know?
Oh, he's calling right now. Hello?
Hey, Greg, it's your friend Mark Zona. How are you, buddy?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Hey, Greg, I'm gonna be real fast about this.
Okay.
I kind of looked at the standings, and it's almost like a free fishing week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a bad deal is what it is.
Explain that.
Well, the deal is, you know, I can't really move up, you know, and I'm pretty much locked in the Classic, and I'm just kind of, I'm caught in limbo right now.
You're not gonna go beat the living crap out of yourself, are you?
I am not, Greg.
Because I'm just going to be dragging around for the next couple days.
I love you. I'll call you halfway through this event.
All right, see you. That's probably how the majority of the fish will be weighed in, will be caught, you know, by guys just dragging. You just get out there in that current and you get the bait drifting. It's basically not dragging, it's drifting. And you just drift with the current, and the current drifts that bait along, you know, and one of those smallmouth will be behind a rock.
So this is it. This is JM Associates, and really since from tournament coverage from the 90s, JM Associates is and always has been, they are the premier leader in tournament coverage. They're the ones that really started full live broadcasts. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yes, sir.
Tommy Sanders, in studio here, our colleague Mark Zona.
Yeah, took the drive down yesterday.
No, it's no secret. Lake Ontario may be your favorite fishing lake in all the world. St. Lawrence River has provided us with some of the most thrills and magic moments ever. We got a great 4 days coming up.
There's so many different races going on. Guys that are trying to win Angler of the Year, qualify for the Classic. There's a lot of winners and losers after this event. Now, I've worked for JM Associates and Bass for 2 decades of my life, and you know, they're family. Tommy, Ronnie, Such, everybody at JM, Mike McInnes, my producer of Zona Show, the whole crew, Michael Middleton, everybody. The whole crew's family, and I love the entire crew. But the guy that sits next to me, Tommy Sanders, is one of the best friends I've ever had and one of the greatest mentors I've ever known in my lifetime. He is the best at what he does. And I've learned so much from him and have been honored to sit next to him for 20 years of my life, hopefully a lot longer. He's a bad dude. He knows what he's doing in that seat. I always call Tommy the bus driver. We're just the kids in the back of the bus trying to derail everything.
So I don't like practice. I think we practice too much. I like to fish, you know. So my deal is I don't like to go out there. I like to catch them, you know, get to catch them. You don't get to do that during practice. 20 pounds a day won't win, but I mean, it'll get you, you know, at least give you a chance to fish on the final day. And I've been around that 20-pound mark 2 of the 3 practice days, so yesterday was kind of uneventful. I mean, I caught some fish, but I don't know that I didn't really find anything that would blow me away.
Greg Hackney said, I have nothing to gain here. I've made the Classic. I have no shot at Angler of the Year. I'm gonna stay right around Waddington and absolutely not beat myself up for the next 4 days.
They are beautiful. They are pretty. They are beautiful fish. I'm not lying. I kind of thought I had 20. I must have had like a couple heavy 3s and a couple that were like 4.2 or 4.3, but I had one big one jumped off. Like literally I caught 100 bass today. Wanted to catch 20 a day. So I'm a little short, but you know, a good start.
All right, how about day number 2? There's the producer of Zona Show. Michael, give a shout out. Kings of Bass. Yeah, exactly. Here's what's interesting is Michael and I kind of work together more than I work with anybody here. Like, he's a brother, and I'm not gonna lie, Michael's equally as excited that we're on day number 2, heading into 3 and 4 of the season.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. Hey, Kings of Bass, please, after you. I still get that same feeling that I had the very first time I walked in to the Bass Studios, to JM and Associates, of, wow, I'm here. I work here. This is the office I work in. The group, love them. Love every one of them. Gosh, I owe a lot of people in that building a lot. A lot. Supposed to be a post-spawn, maybe a little tougher, lighter weight tournament. Absolutely on a crash course for another big weight victory here on the St. Lawrence River.
So we're
feeling run down today. Today is day 2, which will actually be day 22, I think, actually, that I've been on the road. My main goal today is just to make the top 45. You know, they cut to 45 after today, and my main objective is just to catch enough to do that. Yeah, I'm in decent shape. You know, if the day goes well, you know, maybe I'll have 21 and make up that pound I was short yesterday. I'm gonna go out this morning and start the same way I did yesterday, and again, it's almost over. I mean, the whole year's almost over. This is our final event, and you know, it's going well. They didn't update the points last night, but I definitely didn't drop in the points any, so I stayed in the same place. And I think that might be a little bonus money at the end of the year if you stay in that top 10 in Angler of the Year. So that's another goal we're looking at right now. So when you only work about, I don't know, 9 weeks out of the year, you try to make as much as you can while you can. But it's good times. It's been a good year, and like I said, just a few more days left to make it a great one.
Our anglers who are trying to make the cut today, 95 of them out there going for 45 spots in the semifinal round, which happens on Saturday. Mark Zona, we got some great performances at the top. We got some have-nots in here who need to do well, too.
Absolutely, Tommy Sanders. Looking at your top 10 after the day 1 weigh-in, it's should I stay or should I go?
Today I had the opportunities to have at least the exact same amount I had yesterday, maybe even a little more, and they just bit kind of funny, and I didn't do a good job of catching them. I never caught one. So this is what's funny. Every fish I weighed in yesterday was on a thunder cricket. Today, I never caught one on it. I had a couple bites on it, that's it. That's what's weird. The weather totally changed, and today I ended up catching the majority of them on a 300 KVD jerkbait. The smallmouth, I have to give them credit, they are a blast to fish for, but they were a little moody for me today. I lost several. That cloudy weather seemed to change it, but man, they're beautiful fish. This place has got them too. It's unbelievable.
It's an unbelievable place. You're an unbelievable angler. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
You know, I'm gonna end the year on a good note. I like that. Coasting into the Bassmaster Classic next year. So regardless of how tomorrow turns out, I'm gonna make 10 grand and coast into the Bassmaster Classic. So.
A little bit of a change plans. We just ended day 2 in studio, and I was gonna go on a sweet dinner date downtown Little Rock with Kings of Bass cameraman Brandon. And I don't know if this is the most responsible move, but it's the smart move in my mind. We're going to what I consider the best little private lake that I've ever seen in my life. I need a fix. I got 2 rods and reels. I got a bunch of popping perches, cutter worms, and I'm gonna pull on 1 or 2. I feel really, really good about it. That's a big one. There's one in there. Oh. Hi. That was worth the drive out, right? That was worth the drive. Look at that thing, how he's, oh, look at that little thing. Ah! He's on there. He's a biggin'. It's time to go back to studio. I'm done. That was 45 minutes of exactly what I need. Look at that bass. What? Oh. Seth wrapped up Angler of the Year, but there's still a tournament going on. you know, Hackney's probably 4 or 5 pounds down. He would need to do something. Is there a 25-pound bag out there? Obviously. We got to see it on day one. I'm gonna tell you who's a threat in this tournament, and that is absolutely Clark Wendland. When you see bags going that way during a tournament instead of going down, that's the dude to watch. I'll be watching Clark all day. Oh my God, 2 more days of school. 2 more days of school. For the last year, for the most part, I broadcast 90% of the events from my house, from a bedroom upstairs. And, you know, it felt like things were getting back to normal and decided to drive down, but not really, if that makes any sense. There's still outbreaks down here, outbreaks in Mississippi and Missouri. And I don't even know why I jumped in the truck. And, you know, it's not around the corner. It's 12 hours away from the house, but I've made that flight and that drive hundreds upon thousands of times. And it feels like it's kind of just right around the corner for me. I don't know. Maybe I just want to come down here and feel normal with the guys I work with again. Kids right here, while I'm doing Bassmaster Live with Tommy and Ron. Yep. Yeah. God forbid they actually watch the show, you know? You know, support the family. Yeah.
I'm at the right place. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. It's funny, life takes you on journeys, and my fishing career's been a long journey. I think this is year 20 for me to be a professional angler. Well, I know it is. At one time, didn't see myself back in the Bassmaster Classic, and here I am. You know, I veered and went a way that I thought that was the way I was going, and here I am, I'm back. I want all of it. I want to win all the money, all the trophies. I want everything. I don't want to sound the wrong way in that, but I am a fierce competitor, and when I get a chance, you know, I like to put my foot on their throat.
Well, inside, get ready for a big-time day of bass fishing at a lake and a river that defines the term big-time bass fishing, the St. Lawrence and Lake Ontario. Tommy Sanders here with Mark Zona. You can't say enough about this place. We always look forward to these 4 days.
Yeah, really, and not the best body of water in the state of New York. One of the best bodies of water in the entire country. Smallmouth, largemouth, not that big of a factor. This is a smallmouth paradise. And really, here's the best way to put it. Looking at your rules of the game, 4-day tournament, your 5 heaviest bass a day. And here's the one thing, you can have a good, solid day here and absolutely get lapped by the field. You have to have a perfect day to hold the trophy on Championship Sunday.
The goal at the beginning of the season always to get to that classic, mission accomplished, and I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, you know, being back at Bass this year and having that opportunity, and like coming to these last couple tournaments, I really didn't even have to catch one to make the classic, and that was a great feeling. But it's so awesome to come up here. You know, we come up here a lot, you know, this time of the year, and it's incredible. Yeah, it's been a great year. Thank everybody for coming out, and see you at Hartwell.
Good to have you back here in the Elite Series. Let's hear it for Greg Hackney.
I'm kind of sad in a way because the year's over. Here it is, middle of July, and we're done. Now, we fished a lot. We've had 9 events, but we just, you know, it just seemed like it's been a blur. Like, it almost seems like yesterday that we were at the St. Johns River starting the year, and here we are already to the end. I don't know when you get older in life if things just seem to go faster, but it just, golly, it's been fast. But, you know, it's been a roller coaster ride, and life is good. I hate to say, you know, I mean, it is. Life is good. I mean, it really is. I'm so glad I came back to Bass. I mean, it suits me. It suits my style. I get to fish the way I like to. I love the people. All these guys I'm competing against, you know, a lot of them I didn't know when the year started.
and they've been super nice, super cordial to me. And you know what? I like what I'm doing.
Sensational ending the 2021 season for the Bassmaster Elite Series. Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River always deliver.
There's something very bittersweet about it being the final event of the year, right?
Absolutely. We have to say goodbye to all our friends for a certain number of months here, and we don't look forward to that.
Absolutely incredible year. Love all of you guys here. Everybody at the venue, awesome. Nailed it! What a year. Guys, I'm out. Be good. See you guys. Thanks, guys. It's a great year. It's a great year.